Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back to another Let's Play episode. So we are getting towards the end of Season 4, but we are not done yet. We have to start our town hall upgrading, and I think that will be a couple episodes on its own. I've been doing some high-level attack videos lately because I had them recorded. I've recorded a bunch back-to-back, and that turned out pretty effectively. I managed to steal a 2.68 million, I think it was, for a level 6 wizard tower. You can see even the level 5 wizard towers are getting expensive with nearly 2 million, but yeah, that's a whole lot. Managed to get that on my other account, though, so got some level 6 wizards coming, so wizard towers, that is, I guess. So that's going to be some good news. Here, though, on Derpy, what has been going on? Well, my Tesla has been started and completed. That's my second one, by the way. My first one's over here. I'll be placing that in my defenses soon. I think I'll do that later in this video. I also researched a rage spell upgrade. I've also started a couple mines upgrading while I haven't been playing, just because they're cheap and easy and I had the free workers. Also, my archer towers have been upgrading, so my last one is actually upgrading right now, which means the only things we have left to upgrade are air defenses and I think Teslas. I'm not sure what the max level for this is, but we can at least get 2 currently. Beyond that, other projects, I want to upgrade this elixir storage of 500,000. We're perpetually filling it up, and we need to have it higher for some certain unit upgrades, especially. We could also do our dark elixir storage. Let's see, what else other than that? Not really anything, just the 2 air defenses, the 2 Teslas, and then of course the big one, the Town Hall, level 7, going to take 2 million to get up to Town Hall 8, and of course 8 days, which is a pretty good amount of time. So, you know what? That's a lot of projects, as always. There's never-ending project. This is Clash of Clans, guys. But let's go searching and see what we can find today. So, my shield was actually up, and but that was not because I let it run out or anything. I guess it was. It was because I let it run out, and no one had attacked me, so I decided to come online and attack while it was off, so I didn't need to even break a shield. So I'll be logging off after this. I don't have any free workers right now. All of them are working. 2 of them are on mines, and 1 of them is on that archer tower. So I will be saving up these resources probably for one of those upgrades. So I don't need to do several raids right now. I'll probably just do 2 in this video. This is a good amount of resources. We can't take this on, though. There's 2 air defenses, and they're both fairly well protected and fairly centralized, but at the same time pretty spread out, so I couldn't take them on both on at once. So one's here on the right, one's here on the left. Yeah, good placement for that. The defenses are also moderately high. This one, okay, 1 air defense on the left, 1 air defense on the bottom. Like, if this guy, for example, if I could figure out where all of his resources were, and if, like, I figured out they were all in the collectors of mines, like, I could attack this. But, as is, I'm pretty sure at least a good chunk are going to be in the storages, so not going to be able to take that on, unfortunately. Interesting base. He had a bunch of holes, so there's going to be some Teslas in some of them, but they were still pretty big holes, considering. I am attacking midday, so maybe resources won't be as good. We'll figure it out, though. We'll see. There's always a large luck factor, absolutely, at all times. Town Hall 6, that's interesting. Lots of resources in the mines and collectors. Looks like all the resources most likely are out there. Should we just go for that, then? It's also interesting. Where are the other mines and stuff? Are they in the corners? This guy seems to only have a few mines, so 1, 2, 3. And yeah, that's really weird. He's only got very limited number of mines and collectors. Sure, I guess I'll take this guy on. So it's I'm gonna try to do infantry only. It will result in no clan castle guys. It will result in us having too many giants for sort of next time, but that's alright. I'm mostly focusing on gold because that's really what I need. And there's only 3 of them, so it shouldn't be too hard to get them. Put some distraction over here for the mortar, and then some goblins in for there. And I guess I'll get this just because I've got the goblins, why not? And how's that? So 5,000 gold left. That's going to be either in the storages or in the town hall. And I'm fine not getting that. I'm fine just taking 30 trophy loss. This base is inactive, you can tell from the number of tombstones around, as well as the fact that the collectors and mines were absolutely full. And there was actually the elixir glitch, as I call it, still going on, which showed, well, I guess I can show you still. So, this elixir thing is absolutely full. This one is absolutely empty, and I think we did some damage to it, but there's a glitch when it's actually full, and it will show as empty. Just be aware of it. Don't always trust if it shows empty. If look around and see if there's like 3 that are absolutely full and 3 that are absolutely empty, probably those 3 that are absolutely empty are actually also full and under the glitch. Alright, so that was a pretty fast attack. We're probably going to have an extra healer, I'm imagining, right now. Yep, so we got 2 healers and we got some extra giants. You know what, that's alright. I have an attack like this I'm going to upload for a high-level video where this is the exact same situation. I had too many giants and too many healers. And it actually paid out because I found a base which that was very well suited for. So, I'm going to queue up replacement guys because they did start completing. And we're going to be really light on the infantry, which means there's only certain bases that we're going to be good against, and I'll explain what those are as we search. So we're going to be good against bases that are heavy on the defenses, especially like with walls and stuff, because lots of giants will be able to bust through the walls easier. We'll also be able to take on bases which have spread out air defenses, so like see, these air defenses are close together on the side, very unprotected. Remember that other base I was looking at where I said there were 2 in the center and fairly well protected? Well, in this case, with 2 healers and a lot of giants, perhaps we can deploy 11 giants for one and 10 giants for the other, and then 1 healer for each bunch. So we sort of do 2 different giant armies attacking. It's sort of unusual. I wouldn't recommend this as like a normal composition, but it's a fun way to play around with it when we sort of got screwed up by our queuing anyways, so we've got to spend it anyways unless we want to just throw the troops away for free into single player, which I don't want to do. Alright, so this is a possible candidate for raiding resources, but unfortunately there's not much in these mines and collectors. Very sad. If I was going for trophies, I could potentially just pick off the town hall, but I'm not, so skip it. How could I tell they weren't in the collectors and mines? Well, one, they showed empty. Oh my god, that's a ton of resources. So I'm pretty sure the drills will show absolutely full here. This actually sort of sucks because if I had a bunch of infantry, it'd be pretty easy to take on. Player looks fairly inactive. Ugh. So I don't have many units to take on the guys, so I'm going to have to deploy giants and stuff. Which sort of sucks. Because, like, they're really not going to be effective. Which really sucks. How do I want to do this? I mean, I got to attack this. There's so many resources. I just am really unprepared for this base. I need infantry, and I have absolutely the opposite of infantry. Too many giants. Alright, let's do it. Check for traps in this hole. well, traps, like I said. There's probably a couple more around here. Yeah, that's alright, though. As soon as the air defense goes down, or at least sort of starts good weakening, I'll put down the healer, like I did. So, putting down guys to get this. Okay, air bombs, blah, blah, blah. So, I have clan castle guys, which I'm definitely going to be using for the sake of this. Actually, there's a lot of... Actually, I totally misread this. There's some resources in the mines and stuff, but a lot of it's in the storages. Oh, okay. So this is something I had heard about, but hadn't actually ever seen in action myself. This is fun. So, we're actually going to change. We're changing, going for the storages. Sorry, guys. I got a bit confused. Well, this is something I've never actually seen in action before. And what is that? That is the fact that this guy has got a ton of stuff, and it's all in the storages. And before, it was they capped out the number of resources you got based on your town hall. But on the other side, they didn't give you an advantage if you're attacking someone who's a higher town hall. But because we are 7 and we're attacking a 9, they actually increase the number of resources we can steal from this person. Deploying the infantry right there as soon as the town hall went down, trying to get them to go in for the gold storage. Basically, what it allows us to do is take on... we're able to steal more than the maximum number of resources, more than normal. So, that's why it was at 300,000. Because it was at 300,000, my initial impression was that I thought it was due to the... what am I trying to say? Was it due to the resources in the mines and collectors? So, we got a good chunk of gold. Not a ton. I am going to drop a lightning spell here because it probably will pay for itself. We'll see, though. So he's at 158,000 gold and 280,000 elixir, so drop a lightning right on those 3 storages. And we got 14,000 gold and 30,000, 27,000-ish elixir. I'm not sure exactly. Not bad. Yeah, so this is interesting. Let me explain again what I had just said, because it's sort of a complicated thing, and I did a pretty bad job of explaining it, in my opinion. So, here we go. 160,000 and 47,000. So, prior to this last update, there was a max update. There's a max capacity to how much you could steal from any level, and that was right around 200,000 resources from their storages. Collectors and mines were not included in this. So you could only steal, so if they had 2 million, you could only steal 200,000 from the storages. However, in this last update, they kept that, but they also added a bonus if you're attacking someone who's 2 Town Hall levels higher than you or more. So because I was attacking someone who's a Town Hall 9 and I'm a Town Hall 7 still, I was able to take on that 200,000 plus 50%. So that's why the maximum was 300,000 of each to be able to be stolen, because he was 2 Town Hall levels higher than me, which is interesting and definitely beneficial, and I like the sort of change that it does. I hope that makes a little bit more sense. It's a pretty unusual circumstance, and you probably won't be doing it too often, because 1, it requires you to attack a higher level Town Hall, which you're generally not going to be doing, especially if you're looking for resources. 2, it also requires that you find someone who actually has more than, I guess, the 200,000 resources, which is, because you can only steal 25% from the storages, they need to have more than 800,000 resources as is. So I hope that clears that up a little bit. Let's head on back home and queue up an army, because we just wasted all of it. Well, not really wasted. It certainly was worth it right there. First, I'm going to go queue up a spell. Because of this gold, we can't spend it anyways. We might as well replace that lightning spell. We do have Heal, Rage, and Lightning all here, ready to be used. And we have nothing training. Okay, let's figure out how many giants we need to train. 16? Good. So no giants. Just need to train with infantry. And this episode's running a little long, but that's alright. I think I will finish up queuing these guys, and we can check out our recent attack on my base, and then we'll wrap this episode up. So let me know if you guys have any questions about that sort of concept in the comment section. It is a sort of complex thing, and if you're watching this in the very distant future, they might have changed it once again. There's also some rumors of like the maximum number of resources isn't actually like 200,000, it's actually like 199 or 198,000. It doesn't matter when it's at that point. That's literally 0.5 or 1% difference. So yeah, I sort of ignore those debates. Okay, let's queue up stuff, because I'm distracting myself talking. Good. We need archers and barbarians. 25 barbarians? Let's go up to 30 barbarians. I like barbarians. Alright, so because we got a healer queued up, we also need a couple more guys. It doesn't really matter if I even out the times, because I'm not going to be attacking right after this. At least I don't plan on it. Okay, so 220, because this healer will not finish. Alright, so let's check out recent attacks. So, fortunately, and I've been very fortunate lately, you can see a lot of these attacks here have been just taking out 1,000 of each resource, and I've been getting a defeat. What does that mean? Well, that means I take out this town hall here, and as you can see from right here, it stores 1,000 gold and it stores 1,000 elixir. They take it out, they get 100% of that, and they leave me with a shield, leave me with a defeat, but I'm able to enjoy that free shield for 12 hours. And as you can see, the times between the attacks, 13 hours ago, 1 day 3 hours ago, 1 day 18 hours ago, 2 days 4 hours ago. Basically, all these attacks were super effective at giving me shields, because they gave me a 12-hour shield and then just left. So that's great news, and I definitely appreciate that. So we don't actually have any of these bigger attacks to look at, it looks like. I'm sort of surprised by that. Yeah, it's an interesting decision. I'm still going to look at this one just because they have some goblins. I would expect from the number of resources they got, it would have made sense for them to deploy actually more heavily. So you can see my collectors, like right here, it's actually half full. So we'll see where they deploy goblins. But if they had more infantry, it probably would have been made sense. They stole 9,000-ish elixir, so 8,000-ish would have come from the collectors and mines, Well, the collectors, I guess, because it's only elixir they stole. So, if they had more infantry, like a couple more archers... Okay, there we go. They're going to be hit by the mortar, but, they shouldn't have attacked right into the one that was right next to the mine that was upgrading, though. Okay, interesting. So they saw the clan castle guys coming out and decided to not deploy more heavily. That's an interesting decision. And if you don't have much infantry, that's definitely a good decision as well. As for deploying those goblins and archers, don't deploy them into... You saw this mine was under construction right here. That means it won't have any resources in it. Probably would be more effective deploy into right down here. Also, it's farther away from the town hall, or the clan castle. It will still be within range of this mortar, but I mean this one's the exact same distance on the other side, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe he thought that because there's an archer and a cannon right here, that'd be better. Well, there's a cannon here too, so it makes it basically the same as attacking into here. I would have attacked into this side, is basically what I'm trying to say. Interesting decision to not attack more heavily once you saw the clan castle guys. Probably would have been worth it if you had enough infantry to take them out. Just because, like, as you saw, he got 8,000 elixir from that one collector. Probably would have been worth it to take out just the collectors around the outside. Would have resulted in, I don't know, 8 times 6, 30-something, 36-ish. I don't really want to do math right now in my head. It would have gotten you a couple thousand resources. Definitely would have been a profit infantry-wise. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, if you have not subscribed, why not consider subscribing? I put out Clash of Clans videos every day, and I'm starting to put out some other content as well, so maybe Call of Duty? You like it? I think I'm okay at it, so check some of that stuff out as well on my channel. If you already are subscribed, thank you very much for your ongoing support. I will continue doing Clash of Clans, despite my Call of Duty shenanigans I've been uploading lately. So thank you for that support as well, and I do appreciate your feedback, comments, likes, and, well, I guess I'm entertained by your rage as well, so you can dislike stuff and talk about how I'm terrible in the comment section. Feedback is always good. Thank you guys very much for watching, and to wrap us up, as always, have a great day.